All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Coming to you. Ready.
On 1st and 10, G. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Now Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 4 down. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, watch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult goal to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, G. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready? 50, plant. 54, Mike, 54. I got it.
Back to throw. G. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again. G. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing on first down. G. It's caught. Backer. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on second down, G. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun for Sam. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check 25. Check 25. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They were held to a field goal on their 1st drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Bang, 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 bang. Check, 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 check.
This is Pierman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 5.
On 1st down, G to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Set. 60 or.
Here we go. Kill.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. G. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on.
Here's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Check 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check.
One switch.
Check 24. Check 24.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slip.
Looking to throw. G. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off play action. G. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it. Just like that. Yeah. I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
2nd and 2. It's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, G. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll run on first down. Jones, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw, Brissett. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Now Brissett. And he's going to go down again. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Brissett on 4th down. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield, and it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow.
And coughed it up, and that might be Titan football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over, yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. from the gun. Here's Brissett. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Brissett from the gun on third. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Got it. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brissett now. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Looking for Woods that time. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 13.
Hey, D-Line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, echo.
Off the play fake. G. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Check. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Gates. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, G. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Check 13. Check 13. He's great.
They'll run it with Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense.